What's going on, people? TroopzTV back again. You understand? Another Zoom podcast episode. Big up my brother Zar. You get me?
What's going on, Troopz?
Out in Jersey. You get me? Chilling. Man like jet ski on the buttons today. He's back again. He's doing up Rick Ross in Miami.
Bro, the look, everything about him. The kid is in one of those fucking summer shirts, bro. We gotta get to Miami, bro.
Bro, we gotta drop a picture of you see Jets there, people. Are you mad, blood? Look at Jets, blood. You shining on them, blood. I produced it.
Jersey.
You understand?
He's got the
colored sunglasses. That's my dude. You get me?
This guy. Wow. That Miami lifestyle, baby.
You get me? Man's got that wavy producer on the buttons. You understand? It's good. You get me? How was your? You get me? Both of you. Happy birthday to both of you. You get me? I hope you both
thank you.
A wonderful day. You get me? Obviously, I know you had a banging day, Zar, because Arsenal patterned it.
Yeah, bro. I was actually in bed all day because the day before I went nuts. I acted like we had won the league. I finished up a whole bottle of Johnny Walker Black and all that, man. It was a great day.
So let's get straight into it, blood. Obviously, Arsenal 3, Chelsea 1. Now, if we be honest, yeah, no Arsenal fan saw that coming, blood. Yeah, nobody saw that coming. You predicted 3-0 Chelsea. I think I predicted 2-1.
Mm-hmm.
So no Arsenal fan had confidence going into that game. Before the game, obviously the news came out that Gabriel was around people that had contracted COVID and he had to self-isolate. It has now come out
of which I was about to say. Yeah, I just saw it just before we started. You
get me? Literally before we came on air, it has been confirmed that Gabriel now has tested positive for COVID-19. So he's going to have to continue his self-isolation and whatnot. But Willian and David Luiz were also taken ill. But they had tests and the test came back clear. So they have just been training alone. You get me? But they were taken out of the squad for that Chelsea game. And for me, yeah, I don't think if them thing that happened, he would have dropped Willian and them man there.
Nope.
I don't think we would have seen Smith Rowe and them man there, blood. You get me? And when that lineup come out, that lineup had me like, I don't know how it had you, Zar, blood, but it had me like, what the fuck is going on here, blood? You get me? We had Leno in goal.
Yep.
Bellerin was the captain in a back four.
Yeah, you were not happy about that one.
Bro, when I saw Bellerin...
You were not happy about that one.
But I went live with Robbie yesterday, blood. You get me? And I said, when I saw Bellerin standing at the top of the fucking change room, I thought it was a catwalk, dog. You understand? Because that's the only
catwalk. I thought it was a catwalk.
Blood, that's the only thing I can see. That's the only thing I can see my man leading the way, blood.
On the catwalk, on the runway.
Big man thing, that's the only thing I can see him leading, dog. You understand? No cap, bro. You get me? But then, you understand? We had holding Pablo Mari got his first start in the Premier League since his injury. Tierney left back. Midfield, Granit Xhaka came back into the team after getting sent off. We're going to talk about him and his comments after the game. He partnered up with El Neni. Mm-hmm. And then we had a 3 of Saka, Smith Rowe, Martinelli, and then Laka was up top. Then I see the Chelsea team, and that's what got me shook, blood, because they basically went full strength, blood. You understand? Yep. They had Mendy in goal, Reece James, Zuma, Thiago Silva, and Ben Chilwell as the back four. Mason Mount, Kante, and Kovacic as the midfield. Yep. And then Werner, Abraham, and Captain America as the...
Christian. Yeah. Hershey, Pennsylvania's finest. Shout out PA.
You get me? On the right-hand side. What did you think when that lineup come out? Honestly.
To be honest,
remember the lineup comes out half an hour before.
Yeah, it comes out an hour. It comes out an hour before the game. And if we're being honest, I mean, it was. If you're being honest as an Arsenal fan, before that whistle was kicked, I was just looking. I was looking for things to make me optimistic. So I was looking for things to make me optimistic. I was down in the dumps. I honestly did not feel good. I loved the fact that the kids finally got their chance. I remember loving the fact that, I'm finally going to see Smith Rowe start, Pablo Mari coming from injury, him play a little bit. Loved the fact that Mustafi gone. Mustafi was out the lineup. With Willian and them cats. I mean, it's unfortunate the circumstances, but I speak only from a footballing perspective, nothing personal. COVID is not a joke thing, but Willian has not been playing well. He's been out of the team. So it's those things that were kind of picking me up from the grave that I was in already. But they just wasn't there enough to be really excited about. I mean, I'm excited to watch Arsenal play, but I wasn't optimistic about the result, for being honest.
And then when the games kicked off, it was a decent start from us.
Surprised. That's actually what surprised me. Our start was very good. Our first 10 minutes was very, very good. Very high energy.
Martinelli had that chance within like the first 2 minutes. He was unlucky.
Yep.
Caught a bit. He's caught it a bit off balance, but you could see promising signs. And obviously Chelsea, excuse me, Chelsea came back into it. And
after rewatching the game, they actually.
Do you hear what I said now?
Yep.
Do you hear what I said now when I said to you that when they kind of took over in that first half, it was just more possession based than
that's actually what I was about to say. I was like, after rewatching. Yep.
Go on.
No. After rewatching, I rewatched it this morning, and actually they did get back in the game, but they didn't do anything. They just had more possession. They just had a bit more possession than the start.
Exactly. They weren't doing nothing with the possession, blood. Because I even pointed that out to you in I think it was the fan cam, blood, when I said to you that the only time they had clear chances was when after they made it 3-1. Because when they made it 3-1, obviously we're gonna get into that, but when they actually made it 3-1, that was their first shot on target, blood.
Yep.
It took them 83 big minutes
to actually
to get a shot on target against Arsenal B.
I had not noticed that. I don't know why for some reason I thought when we were watching it, when we're doing the live watch along, I thought they were dominating more than they actually did. They didn't. They just upped the possession stat.
I kept saying to you in the watch along, bro.
I was wrong right there.
I kept saying to you, I was like, bro, let them have the ball there.
Yeah.
That's why I want them to have it. Don't press. And then when they came close, we pressed. We got at them. We broke. And then there was that one time when we broke, Tierney, bit of magic, ripping the shit out of Reece James.
Mm-hmm.
You get me? Getting a penalty. I saw Lewis's reaction. Lewis is
the Chelsea, shut up, Blues TV, Blues Fan TV, or whatever they called it.
We already, when I know we beat up these man's claw, I go looking. You get me? So I went looking, blood, and I found what I wanted to find. You understand? I found the evidence of the bitchery and the fuckery, blood. This pussy was running up his mouth, blood. This Ethiopian looking.
That's what I was about to ask. What were man calling him, the Somali what on Twitter? I was dying at that, bro.
Ethiopian Carlton Banks, blood. Do you understand? Shout out my brother X with that one, blood. And his fucking sidekick Danny fucking Zuko, blood. Do you understand? Fucking greaseball, blood. These man running up their mouth making videos on Arsenal, blood, and them thing there. Their most viewed videos are about AFTV, blood. What's wrong with these man there, blood? They can't make no content, blood. You get me? But obviously, when I've got looking now, these men are crying. Oh, that's not a penalty. That's never a penalty. Brother.
That was a penalty.
You clearly see Reece James's knee hit the back of Tierney's knee, blood. Yeah,
and I hate. It's a perfect example about what I had said. I think a couple episodes back. I hate slow mo because slow mo makes things look worse or better than they actually were. That slow mo did not make it look like it was a penalty. When if you watch it in actual full speed, clear penalty.
You see it. You understand? And then obviously my brother, like a blood clot,
up. Boom. Laka.
A bit of a Fernandez penalty, blood, where he stuttered and then
looked up. Yeah, he did the whole look up, stop, looked up, checked it out. Boom.
A little bit of Fernandez there, mate.
Yeah.
And then obviously the goal of the game, blood. We have to admit, blood. The goal of the game, that free kick from Granit Xhaka. He does have that in his locker, blood. But for me, it's the consistency. You get me? You're not consistent. And then when I'm seeing shit like he's coming out and he's like, I do my talking on the pitch.
Yeah.
I'm like, brother, you have not spoke on the pitch in your entire time in our club, blood. Majority of your spell at this club, 90% of your time has been shocking, blood. You've had a little 10% where you've done your thing, 90%, you have been a joke, blood. You have not been one of our consistent players. You have actually. You've been one of our consistent shit players. You've been constantly shit, blood. Do you understand? And when I see shit like that, I think to myself, you cheeky little fucker. Cheeky little fucker.
This is what you have in your locker?
You got man that's better than him, in different positions, but they're better footballers than them, You got Gabriel coming out straight away, who's probably been our best player of the season, apologizing, saying sorry about that. It was my fault. You got Pepe coming out after he's made his mistake and apologizing. You've got this guy,
Xhaka, first game back, he's talking shit already.
Bro, this is what I'm saying about this guy. Like, I don't care. Like, you see me, For me, he's one of the players that needs to be sold, blood. I don't care if you had one good game and you got, he scores that goal once a year, blood. He scores that goal, blood. Yeah? He scores that goal once a year. So you don't bring nothing goal scoring wise. You don't pass the ball forward. Yeah? It's not the Xhaka that you see at Switzerland. The Xhaka you see at Switzerland is actually on job. It's actually a leader. He pushes the ball forward. He commands his midfield. He leads by example. Yep. The Xhaka at Arsenal is a clown, blood. It's an absolute clown, blood. And it's a shadow of the Xhaka you see playing at international level, blood. And for me, he's got no clout or money in the bank to be coming out with talk, blood, and them cheeky comments there, fam. Do you understand?
Yeah.
For me, what do you like? I couldn't believe it.
Xhaka for me, he's a difficult one. He's a difficult one because you can see that the technical ability, and yes, actually, I do want to mention that again. People were roasting me for that. I put my nuts on the fucking line, and he repaid me. Honestly, I mean, here I am walking around like I'm fucking Zeus, the god of Greece. But if we're being honest, before the game, I am an idiot. I am the only idiot out there on the planet that actually picked the guy. Kind of deal. So I mean, Xhaka is a complicated situation because he shows the flashes of the technical ability. He's solid, he's solid with the technically in central midfield. Every single little thing that a midfielder needs to be able to do, he knows how to do a little bit. But it's always his temperament in moments that always lets him down. And he's not one of those players that's technically good enough for that to be able to cover up for all the fucking dumbass red cards that he gets, all the little dumb fouls. So there were instances in in that game. There was a time when he got a little bit too tight to, I forgot who turned him very easy. Oh, Pulisic got too tight to Pulisic.
And then Mari had to clout him.
Yeah, and then the Mari thing, that was the Kovacic. You got too tight to Kovacic again. I mean, it wasn't that big of a mistake, but it's those tiny little mistakes where if you are going to get tight, you better either take the man out and the ball or just don't get tight at all. So it's moments like that where he makes dumb little stupid decisions mentally that just, I mean, it overshadows the little that he does. So he's a complicated situation for me.
And then you had like Martinelli. He was just causing havoc, blood. You understand?
Yeah, high work rates.
Putting Kante on his batty crease again, just like Stamford Bridge, blood. Left Zuma on his batty crease, blood. I think them and there. I think when Chelsea saw Martinelli, I think they shit themselves, blood. Oh, yeah. I'm being real with you, blood. That kid puts fear in opponents, blood. He puts fear in the opposition, blood, because he's so direct with it, blood. Yeah. And after, like I said in the previous pod, blood, after being out for that long, and putting that Man City performance in, to go and do it again, off how many days?
3
days later,
4 days,
to do it again and keep that high level,
bro,
that high intensity.
He was high intensity for I know we took him out late. I think we took him out in the 80th minute or so, but he was high intensity throughout that whole 80. This is a guy that's only had 2 games back off a major injury. It's crazy, man. That kid is something else.
And then obviously second half, Chelsea kind of had the better of the first maybe 5-10 minutes. But then that goal from Saka, not even the goal, the whole move, black.
The build up.
It started from Leno.
Defense, it started back in defense. I remember that.
I think 10 players were involved in the goal.
Yep.
In the passing move, I think it was 9. I think it was 9 passes, 10 players or something.
Who then gave it? I think it was Willock that gave the last ball to.
Nah, it was Smith Rowe.
Was it Smith Rowe? Smith Rowe that passed it off to Saka. I love how post game. I love how when he ran past the post game interview with the mic, he made sure that people know that he was shooting. He wasn't crossing, so all those haters can suck it. He was shooting, not crossing.
Like Saka's another one, blood. Like we got some dangerous in our.
They just need to play Troopz. They just need to play. We can see that they're good. We need to stop this bullshit of playing Willian because he's 32 years old when he's not playing well and keeping someone on the bench because they're 18. They are playing well. Just play them, man.
I mean, even the Saliba situation, we're hearing that his representatives are in the country for talks with Arteta. AFC Bell has said that he will have news soon on the Saliba situation. There's rumors that he's going to be loaned out, blood. Do you understand? And
yeah,
for me, you get me. That's just pissing me off, blood.
Yeah.
You understand? Because like when I said to Robbie, yeah, I was like, bro, there's a lot of players, yeah, that Arteta's kind of pushed aside that are Emery players, blood. There's a few, blood. You've got Guendouzi.
The Guendouzi, Ozil.
Torreira.
Well, Ozil wasn't a memory, but he was there before him. But the Torreira, yep.
You've got Torreira.
Yep.
You've got Socrates.
Yep. Papa. Yeah, I'd actually forgotten about that. Yeah.
You've got who else, blood?
Who else did he drop? So there's the Saliba, Guendouzi.
Saliba.
Because he was an Emery. He was Emery beginning of last season. We had to send him back. They had to send him back because of the work permit problems.
You understand?
Yeah.
Like the only one is Luiz and Martinelli.
That are Emery. Wait, Luiz was Emery because he was last season. He was not.
Yeah.
Because even Pablo Mari.
And Luiz, to be honest, is probably Kia Jarachim as well. Because that fucking Willian.
He's Kia Jarachim instructing Arteta, instructing Edu, who then tells Arteta that you have to pick these guys. It's crazy. Can I before we move on and before I forget, just two quick shout outs. There's two players that I gave heat unfairly who had a fantastic game after rewatching. Hector Bellerin played very, very well yesterday. I think he only made one mistake. One major mistake. Well, it wasn't even major because we weren't punished, but there was one mistake that he shouldn't have made out of the whole 90. But he was very solid. Kieran Tierney down that left too, immense, huge. Rob Holding too. I was on him during the game for looking shaky. He looked shaky, but he actually wasn't as bad as I'd given him slack for.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with the Holding one.
He did do pretty decent. After rewatching, he did very well actually. He was dealing and he was there. Yes, he wasn't able to get the situation done in like one tackle move, but he was somewhere there. He just looked shaky. He just looked off, but it actually wasn't that bad. So those three guys, I mean, for me, those three dudes stood up too. Mari solid.
I was out, yeah, man. I think Mari, for me, he was unlucky with the penalty. You get me? He was a bit unlucky. The only mistake Bellerin made was on the Abraham goal. He just literally went.
Yes, that's what I was thinking of when he let him just walk around. He walked around him around the offside way too. He walked around him, then stood there and
when a man's chesting it, you're like, brother, what the fuck is going on here? You understand? And the only real blemish on Mari's one was giving away the penalty, but then you have to big up Leno for making
Leno big save, huge save, man.
I actually thought Jorginho had banged a few of his penalties recently. He hasn't, but he's missed 3 out of his
apparently he's on a run where he's missed the last few, right? Then they had to change him. They took him off. Apparently that's how bad he's been penalty wise. They took him off and it's been I forgot who they said was taking him.
I think they put I think Giroud took one.
Yeah, must have been he wasn't on. It was someone that wasn't on the field at that particular moment. But yeah, it's
I think it was Giroud.
Crazy, bro.
It's mad, bro.
It is. I actually didn't even realize that.
But you get me. That win, it didn't move us anywhere in the table.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, well, it moved us overnight. We're in 14th overnight, bro. Until Leeds won the following day.
You understand?
Yeah.
And then Leeds won. We're gonna get into the Brighton game in a bit, people. You lot already know. I'm just looking through the results. There we go. Leicester 2, Man United 2. Now, I personally thought United would have gone there and won, and I think
they threw that game away.
I think they should have won.
They threw that game away.
The amount of sitters that Rashford missed, was just, you get me? That's why I kind of get on him, bro. And I say, like, he's not, you get me? When they used to try to compare him with Mbappe.
He's not clinical.
You understand?
It takes him 20 chances to score 1 goal.
And another one I like, even Werner, blood. Werner has not scored in, I think, 11 games, blood. And nobody's talking, blood. You understand? There's another man that nobody's talking about as well, blood, who hasn't scored for a while, blood. That's Anthony Martial.
He's scoring. Yeah? He's scoring goals, but he's offsides every single time. Yeah, he had like 1 or 2. I was watching their game. I think he had like an offside goal on that.
You get me? Because he had an offside goal, but Man United fans are quick to rip us about Laka. And Laka don't score as much goals as
before they look at their own striker.
But then look at your own number 9, blood.
Yep.
You understand? Look at your own number 9, blood. You got your number 10, Fernandez, putting in more work than your actual striker, blood.
That's who's saving them.
These men need to be concerned with their striker. Obviously, they do. Obviously, like, they're doing their thing right now. You get me? People are talking about them as outside title contenders. Because as it stands, they are
they're third, right? Are they third or fourth?
Fourth, 7 points. 7 points? 7 points behind Liverpool, but Liverpool got a game. But Man United got a game in hand. So if they win their game in hand, they go 4 behind Liverpool. But for me, I wouldn't really say they're title challengers. I don't think they've got enough. I think the manager's what makes them not title challengers, blood, to be honest.
You don't like Oli?
I'll be real. I think the team they've got could probably build a title challenge if they were being steered by a more quality. I think Pochettino could steer them to a title.
Steer them well.
Well, obviously he's going PSG. You get me? So it's looking like they're stuck with
Ole for the long run. It looks like everybody's pretty much stuck with thing. Yeah, no, but I mean, United played way better. They had more chances in this. I think they had a couple. They had the one I remember off the top of my head was a Martial goal that was offsides, and I believe Rashford must have had a couple chances and all.
Rashford missed.
They definitely should have put them away. Leicester just took their 2, of which one of them was a fucking the Harvey Barnes goal. That was a fantastic goal.
Yeah.
Then Vardy.
He scored another banger
today. I saw that. I had that in the back as I was moving around. I saw today he scored another one. Then Vardy makes it 2-2 at the end. It was incredible.
They took it away from him.
Sorry?
They took that goal away from him. It's been given as a Twanzebe own goal.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because
the Vardy thing?
Yeah, it deflected in off Twanzebe. And if you look at the angle.
Yeah, actually, I remember that. I remember Twanzebe was. Oh shit! Oh yeah! Oh wow! Okay! Oh damn! I didn't know that they took it away from Vardy.
Yeah. What do you think about Leicester though? Leicester are doing all right this year again.
Bro, you get me? They're in the mix. It's and this weird year. I mean, I thought Liverpool was gonna run away with it, but they keep stumbling, keep drawing to dumb teams like West Brom, yesterday and all. But so Leicester, if they were to do it again, this might be the year.
I mean, Leicester are up to second.
Yeah,
they're 3 points behind.
3 points behind Liverpool.
But Liverpool got a game in hand.
Yeah.
You get me? That is the key thing. Liverpool have a game in hand. But Leicester looking good this year again, competing for top 4. Let's see if they can keep it up though, because last year, you see after we come back from lockdown, them man, they just bottled it.
They fell off completely.
They had that big playoff game for the Champions League.
Yep.
Man United last game of the season at home. That's what you'd want. You'd want anyone at home. You get me? Fans or no fans. You'd think, last game of the season at home, we win this and we get Champions League, bro. We're good.
Then absolutely bottled it.
Absolutely bottled it. But then Man United didn't really do much of it as well, blood. They got kicked out of the fucking group.
Yeah, true.
You understand?
True. They're with us. they're in the Europa now.
You feel me? And like you touched on in there, Liverpool won, West Brom won.
And now one.
West Brom actually had more shots on target than Liverpool.
Bro, that did not. I mean, I watched that game. It did not feel that way. It felt like Liverpool. Mane was just knocking, bro.
Liverpool had 17 shots, 2 on target. West Brom had 5 shots, 3 on target. Liverpool.
Oh, okay.
Liverpool had 79% of the possession. West Brom 21%, blood.
That's what I was about to say. I mean, it's
Liverpool were poor.
The disparity, the fact that they weren't on target, but I from what I watched that game, Liverpool was dominating, but they just could not break through. That 17 shots, I mean, it shows 17 as compared to 5. That's insane, man.
I mean, one of their shots on target was 2. I mean, look, they had 2 shots on target, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
So that's the Mane goal.
Yep.
And then that mad save in the last minute, the Firmino header.
Oh yeah. After Ajayi had scored, yes. Oh, bro, it was like in the night. Oh yeah, that was a fucking.
So bro, in 90, and so it took them 90 minutes because it was blood. They had 1 shot on target till the 90th minute, blood. This is Liverpool, blood.
Yeah. That's why I was saying.
As soon as Matip went off here, I was like, you know what? These men might nick a draw, blood.
Yeah. I actually thought when Matip got that groin injury, I thought they were going to fall to pieces.
Yeah.
I thought they were going to fall to pieces.
Even before the equalizer, West Brom had chances, blood. Grant went through. He left that Reece Williams for dead.
Mm-hmm.
Alisson made a good save. I did watch that game still. You get me? I told you about Sam Allardyce.
What is it about the man?
What I tell you, blood?
Like what? It's like what is like now? I have to be worried about West Brom. West Brom automatically becomes a factor. He comes in, he gets a draw. He comes in, he gets a draw at Liverpool. This guy. I mean, I'm not too big into the whole superstition thing, but at this point, I'm actually starting to feel some type of way. I'm actually starting to believe that he might actually be the relegation specialist.
Did you see his comment on Klopp?
Or what did he say after the game? No, I didn't hear it. What did he say?
He said, "I could do what Klopp is doing at Liverpool.
Yeah. I had all that money." Yep, if he had money.
And then he said, but Klopp couldn't do what I'm doing with this team.
You know what? He's not wrong. I 10,000% agree with Sam Allardyce. 20,000% agree with Sam Allardyce. He is not wrong. He can do what Klopp does.
He took Bolton to Europa, blood. Remember what this brother's on, blood, yeah?
That's the thing, is he's done it. The thing about Allardyce is he's done it all the time.
Yeah.
There is just so many instances to show that there it is. He is the savior. I mean, he's fantastic at managing with no money.
Yeah.
Imagine giving him some coin.
There's certain managers, yeah, who are just tactically aware, blood.
Yeah.
And you have to be real, a lot of them are them little British managers, blood.
Mm-hmm.
Part the bus, you get me?
Mm-hmm.
Defensively strong, everything behind the ball. Because in that first half, there was times when, obviously, you know my boy Callum plays for them.
Yeah.
There was times when Callum was getting it on the right, and he had no outlet, blood, no option. He just had to go long, blood. There was points when he's a right winger, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He plays on the right wing, blood, where Pepe and them and they play, blood. Blood, he spent more time at right back, right wing, blood.
Locked in, bro.
I was like, bro, they were just doubling up on Robertson, blood.
Oh yeah.
On Robertson, sorry. They were just doubling up on him, blood. That's what I'm saying about him. Like, it's mad because when they got that draw away with Bilic at City, I was kind of like, why have they sacked him, blood? And then obviously they got swiped by Villa last week. So this week I kind of feared the worst for them, blood. But it looks like in that time that he's had with the players, he's got them singing this. They're singing on the same on the same song sheet, blood.
It's just unfortunate that the one opportunity that Allardyce has had a chance with half decent resources, it's come with England national team, which, I mean, with all the resources on the planet, that's just a dead situation. No matter the man you put in there, you put in Southgate, it'll be dead. You put in Allardyce, it'll be dead. You put in Roy Hodgson, you can go through every single one. Sven-Goran Eriksson, it'll always be dead. Capello and them cats. So I mean, I'm with them. I think I'm with Sam on his comments.
I mean, for me, the last kind of England manager that I kind of rated was a former Tottenham manager, blood, Glenn Hoddle, fam.
Hoddle.
Then he come out with some wild comments about people with disabilities, and then that's why, it was a mad thing, brother. And that's why he kind of had to leave his position. But before then, he had the team England was at their best. I think
Hoddle was 02. Was he 02 World Cup?
98.
90. Okay, 90. Okay.
When Owen done that goal against Argentina.
No, 02 was Ericsson, right? 02 was Ericsson.
02 was Sven,
and then 06 was that Capello? No. Sven was 2. There was 02 and 06.
2010 was Capello.
But Capello was
2014 was Hodgson.
Hodgson, yep.
And then now we got that fucking idiot Southgate.
Gareth. What a guy.
But Liverpool, you get me, slipping up, but they still stay top of the league.
Yeah.
Another team slipping up, and you get me. For me, their title, I said it already. Like I said to you, you asked me the question: are they in the title race? I said no, and we have seen now that they are clearly not in the title race, and that is fucking Shittenham Hotspur. That's what we're gonna call them, Shittenham Hotspur. They went away to Wolves, scored in the 52nd second. Sorry, a bit of a suspect goal for me, blood. I don't know what I go on. I don't know what
in them bad boy.
Yeah, them bad boy. Fucking wild blood. Do you understand? That's all. They literally scored the goal, yeah, and then parked the bus, blood, for 89 minutes, bro.
That was gonna be my point, Troopz. That thing, as a Tottenham fans, listen up. The worst thing that can happen to you right now during this season, during this Jose Mourinho era, because you just don't have, yes, your players may have the ability, but to be able to do what Jose Mourinho wants you to do, once you score early, you're done. You don't have players that can mentally lock in, mentally experience enough to be focused and defend for 90 minutes. He did that. He could do it with Chelsea because he had big guys. He had big fucking players doing that shit. He had Claude Makelele, World Cup winner. He had John Terry, Ricardo Carvalho, and all that. So the personnel is now completely different. I don't think that these Tottenham guys have the mental strength, and it looks like it proves it. They were defending. They tried to defend all 90 minutes, and yeah, it didn't work. They literally scored that one goal, and it was just Wolves. It was Neto, Fabio Silva taking turns and trying to bring Wolves back into the game.
Traore as well.
Yeah,
they were taking turns, taking him out. You know, Traore hasn't scored or assisted a goal in a whole
year.
I
heard. Yep. But which is very unfair, though. It's very unfair that with him, I heard that stat when they mentioned it. He's the type of player that, yes, he might not show up statistically, but just playing Adama Traore will open up spaces for other people because you have to encounter for his pace. Because
it's the pace and the strength.
Yeah.
Because he's not just quick, he's strong. He will run through you, blood.
Quick and balanced.
Through you, blood. And that's why I said to Robbie, I was like, he's not on a Zaha level, but he's still as dangerous as a Zaha, if you get me.
Yeah, no,
Zaha's more assists, goals, you get me? But Traore still has that kind of impact on a game. You get me?
True. Quick shout on that Tottenham Wolves game. Quick shout out, by the way. I had Expressions watch along open. The funniest moment on the fucking planet. So they had it was X and fucking JR James Redmond, the Scouts Bieber doing the game, and Saeed.
But I was in the chat.
Yeah, I saw you mixing it up with the Monday in the chat and all that. I saw you commenting and all.
Yeah.
And Saeed comes for the second half from nowhere. He's in there. He is ahead on the stream, and he just ruins the moment for X. It was the funniest shit to watch on the planet. Expressions wanted to kill Saeed.
He was in pain, bro.
Yeah, that was
every second of it, son. Man City, they got a 2-0 victory at home against Newcastle. Sterling, blood.
Yardman Sterling.
You see that first goal though? The precision
to Ilkay, the patience, the waiting. It's just picking out the right ball, the timing. He's something.
Do you see what Pep said about Arteta?
What did he? Let me guess. He's gonna back him. He backed him. I didn't see it. I don't even need to see it to know the fact that it was probably going to be positive. Oh, he's one of the greatest technical minds that I've ever worked with. That type of bullshit. What did he say?
He said if we sack him, it will be a big mistake.
Yeah, boom. Figured.
What's your What's your stance on that now?
I am still. I mean, it's not going to change. It was good to win a game, man. Each and every time we win a game, I am going to celebrate. I am going to be happy. But once, as I said, when you're in the moment, it feels like it's the fucking greatest thing on the planet. That's what happened when we were on the stream and all. But once I woke up today, the next day when I was rewatching our situation, I mean, it was a great win at Chelsea, but I'm still in my same position, my 1 foot in, 1 foot out. It's these next couple games. If you ask me these next couple games, if we win these next, I think we have Brighton next, and I forgot who we have after that. Is it West Brom, I believe? West Brom after that.
Brighton, West Brom, Newcastle.
Yeah, if we win those 3 games, my foot that's out the door creeps back in slowly.
Yeah.
So it's a process. We're still there. So I didn't move further out. What this victory did is I didn't move further out. It just kept me in the same spot.
It just stabilized you.
Kept me in that same spot that I'm at. The trend was I was moving out.
Yeah, it's true. But then the result that went our way, Fulham 0, Southampton 0.
Great result. Great draw.
It could have gone our way even more. Southampton had a few goals disallowed. 2 goals disallowed. Walcott had 1 disallowed. Ward-Prowse with another fucking worldie of a free kick. What a save from Areola. He actually pushed it onto the bar. I thought he's hit the bar the first time in it. Because remember, you was watching Villa Palace.
Yeah.
I was watching Fulham Southampton.
Yeah.
Because I was like, Fulham Southampton, that game is more interesting to me because Fulham is the team that I'm beefing right now. So I'm not beefing Villa. I'm not beefing Palace. I need to see what Fulham's dealing with, blood. Do you understand? I need to make sure these men are holding corn, blood. And Fulham dominated the game, but Southampton probably had the better chances. You get me? And then obviously you was watching Villa.
The Villa. I watched the first half of that. Easy kid. That easy kid is a baller, man. I don't know.
The Palace.
The Palace guy, the dreadlock guy. Yeah, I don't know if England has picked him up, but they need to keep track on this. Let me ask you this about James Ward-Prowse. I know I asked you previously. The previous episode I mentioned that for me, he's in terms of English midfielders, he's the one kid that's he has people ahead of him, but he's that one in the generation that you say is that one talent that missed out on the chance kind of deal. Could there be a spot for him? Because I mean, that technical, it's like David Beckham. David Beckham, you always keep him in the team, whether he's playing not good or not. You always keep him in the team for those moments in the 90th minute with his free kick record, where he could change your whole situation, your whole situation, like England going to the Euros type of thing. Could something like that, with how good and how consistently good his free kicks are and his technical ability, could a spot open up for James Ward-Prowse like that in the England team?
I don't think so. I think the midfield, he's fucked. There's too much in the midfield. You've got Saka, you've got Foden, you've got Maddison, you've got Grealish, you've got fucking Declan Rice, you've got fucking I know there's more, man.
James Henderson, what's going on? Hendo.
Like there's so much.
Slade.
Ox, like there's and Maddison's got a free kick on him as well.
Yeah, it matters. I was about to mention that Matters has got a dead ball specialist. Yeah.
So it's a sticky one, like. And when you see like Villa, these man, 10 men, Mings losing his. Big up my brother Mings.
Mings lost it.
But Mings lost his head.
He lost
and he's got that about him, blood, where his head can go. I remember when he stepped on Ibra, blood.
It was, bro. That his first yellow, the one with Zaha, the situation.
There was no need.
Was that what? Did you think that was a yellow? I don't think so. The intention was, if you don't actually touch the guy the intention may have been
contact in it. So you get me.
It's a tough one. It's a sticky one. The action itself, coming over the top, trying to stomp on someone, it looked bad. But the ball was there. He could have gotten the ball. He didn't touch him. I don't know. That was hard. That was a hard situation. I don't know if that should have been a yellow. I mean, he got the yellow for the reaction, but the actual foul itself was not a yellow.
Another ref would have sent him off for that. It depends on the ref.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But then
him too.
But then, like Villa, you get me? They bossed it, blood. I mean, Traore.
Yeah. After they lost him, that's when they actually started playing well. That's when they started playing better.
I mean, even before that, like Traore got himself a great goal. Then he hit the post. Then Housey got the goal, the rebound, off the Watkins header. Watkins looks dangerous, you know. That Ollie Watkins that they got from Brentford, blood.
Yep.
He looks so dangerous, blood.
Yep.
He had he hit the crossbar. He hit the post. He was so unlucky in that game, blood. And then El Ghazi, what a fucking goal, blood. That third goal, yeah. What a fucking strike zone, blood. Oh my God, son. Villa deserving that win. Villa actually up to 5th now in the table, blood. They're on 26 points and they have a game in hand on Man United. They got a game in hand on Man United who sit above them, and they actually have a better goal difference than Everton, who sit in 3rd. So if they actually won their game in hand,
they got double their goal difference.
Yeah, if they won their game in hand, they jump up to 3rd, blood. Aston Villa.
Are they doing bits, bro?
Spot, Europa spot. What are we saying?
We'll see the business end of the season. We'll see if they can hang on.
Do you think they can hang on? Because they've had such a great start to this. The first half of the season has been immense, blood. And when you look at Wolves. Wolves did it 1 year, got into the Europa. Leicester pushed United all the way for top 4 last year. Do you think Villa are that team this year? They're the Wolves, the Leicester of the Premier League this year.
Bro, not
like not to say they'll
go the way, but the idea that you're saying. Yep.
Yeah, top 4 or Europa League.
Bro, it's this time of the year when who's who actually states whether they're who's who or whether they're someone fucking wannabe. So won that game right there. 2 days later, they play a Chelsea team and they draw today. Mm-hmm. It's hard to bet against them. They're getting it done in the times of the season where you prove yourself. They're proving themselves.
That's what I'm saying. Look, let's just fly through the results on Boxing Day quickly, yeah. So this motherfucker has skipped, blood. Where are you going, you pussy hole, blood? my phone has jumped. I think my phone is drinking Henny with me.
Yeah, it's drinking the Henny with you.
Here we go. All right, we're back again, people. Here we go. So Everton beating Sheffield United 1-0. Sheffield United, Gylfi Sigurdsson, another goal, another banger. What I told you.
I didn't see the Everton game. Unfortunately, I was moving around.
What I tell you about Sigurdsson, blood?
I'd already blacked out by then celebrating my Arsenal 3-1 victory. I didn't see any of that Everton. I told you about Sigurdsson goal, another goal. You understand? Man should call him Sigurd Goal. You understand? Sigurd Goal.
You know, sound the man with the names, blood.
Sigurd Goal.
Yeah, real shit, blood. But Sheffield United still without a win, blood. Chris Wilder still somehow has a job. Leeds winning 1-0. Patrick Bamford with a penalty. That was a good penalty still. That which put us back again into 15th.
15th, yep.
Brighton, our opponents who we're going to talk about, drawing 2-2 away at West Brom. Malpai getting his first goal in 9 games, warming up for us, innit? Yeah, and then today, well, obviously not today, sorry. Yesterday, Crystal Palace took on Leicester City. That was a 1-1 draw. Zaha with the goal for Palace, and then Harvey Barnes with another great goal.
Another one, too. That's 2 games back to back.
And then, just like you said, Chelsea won. Aston Villa won. Chelsea I think Chelsea have only taken 4 points from their last 12 available.
We got Oli Giroud. You see his goal? Got that nice and low for the header.
Yeah, I think, and I mean, he's probably the only man that can score that kind of goal still, not gonna lie. But Chelsea are dropping, blood. Chelsea are down to 6th position with 26 points, and they've played 16 games, blood. They've got everyone behind them. So look, City, whose game was cancelled today because obviously yesterday because of the whole COVID thing, a lot of players from City came down with coronavirus. Hopefully they're all okay.
Yo, question on that, just to touch on that. Is our 2 incidents related? So our positive Gabriel test and the you know who from City tested positive?
Nah, it ain't come out yet. I heard 5 players.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I heard 5.
No, you know how these foreign cats are all friends. It could be the Brazilians could have been having some party at the
Christmas time, innit?
Yeah.
Because I see that that wasn't to do with coronavirus. I see Trippier got banned because he was doing some dodgy betting in Atletico Madrid. And Atletico Madrid, apparently they're interested in Ainsley Maitland-Niles to replace Trippier. But I just think they're just rumours right now, because obviously there's rumours going around that Barca want Bellerin.
Yep.
And apparently they're going to go forward with that bid in January. But apparently we're looking to replace him.
We're going to get, what's his name? We're going to get Lamptey.
What do you think about Lamptey? For me, Lamptey, bro, he's better than Bellerin.
Lamptey reminds me of Hector Bellerin, Hector Bellerin, right off that season where he changed his shirt number from, what was it? I think it was like 42, I believe, or whatever number. He was 40, from 40 to 24, and he was in the player of the season team. Quick, bombing up and down that fucking right flank. He is brilliant going forward. I just haven't seen enough of Lamptey to be able to judge him defensively. I just probably need to watch more Brighton games to see how he is without the ball. But I mean, he's looking like a young Hector Bellerin.
You know what I mean? And we might as well just slide straight into it, blood. Talking about Lamptey. Tomorrow, 6 o'clock UK time, 1 p.m. Eastern time, 10 a.m. Western time. We take on Brighton at the, I don't even know if it's called the Amex Stadium.
Molyneux? What the hell? No.
Molyneux is Wolves.
Molyneux's Wolves.
Brighton used to be called the Amex Stadium, but I think they've got a new sponsor now. So I think they've got a new name. But we'll be taking on Brighton and Hove Albion. We actually haven't beaten Brighton.
Bro, we lost both times. We lost both times last year, right?
Yeah, 2-1.
It was there. Didn't Malpe score on both occasions, if I remember correctly?
Yeah, and that's the game when Guendouzi did his madness and Leno, when Malpe injured Leno as well. All that happened in the last outing. You know me, I come with my stats and them thing there for the game.
Oh, here we go.
You know, I got my stats on deck. You understand?
Here we
go. Brighton won home and away league games against Arsenal last season. They've never won 3 in a row against the Gunners in league competition before. Now,
so we're not losing tomorrow.
Now, Arteta has been breaking records. The wrong kind of record.
I was hoping you weren't going to bring that up, bro. I was hoping you weren't going to bring that up.
We got to bring it up, blood. You get me? Because he has been breaking the wrong records, blood. You get me? And before we get into the thing, I got another one. After winning their first 2 top flight away games against Brighton, 4-0 in 1979, 1-0 in 1981, the Gunners are winless in their last 5 league visits to face the Seagulls, drawing 1 and losing 4.
Yep.
Brighton have lost their final league game in just one of their last 7 calendar years, winning 5, drawing 1, doing so against Ipswich in the Championship in 2015. Arsenal have lost their final league game in both 2018, 5-1 away at Anfield, I remember that, and 2019, 2-1 versus Chelsea, I remember that. They've not lost their final league game in 3 consecutive calendar years since doing so between 1947 and 1949. The last one that I'll bring to the table is Brighton have won just one of their 16 home Premier League games in 2020. Though that victory did come against, guess who? Arsenal. In June. No team in Premier League history has won as few as one home game across an entire calendar year, excluding teams that were promoted/relegated. So, you get me. There's a few stats that are really not in our favor, blood. You get me?
Yeah. And as you said, it's a record-breaking season for Arteta for all the wrong reasons. So yeah, once I start hearing those kind of stats, I start shaking in my boots, bro.
I mean, when you look at Brighton's form, they've drawn their last 3. 0-0 against Fulham, 1-1 at home to Sheffield United, and obviously 2-2 away at West Ham in their last game. They haven't won since a 2-1 win away at Villa on the 21st of November. So they are winless in the league in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's six without a win. We've only won, I think it's 2 games in 12 in the league. Both teams probably going into the game with a bit of confidence. Brighton getting that away point. You get me? That would do them good. Malpai as well, blood. He ain't scored for 9 games, yeah? And then boom.
He hasn't scored in a while. Yeah, I mean, those.
Welbeck. You know how previous players always come and haunt us.
Brother,
you know what, yeah? And why I'm worried is because earlier in the season, Laka was on form, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
I dropped him like that. What makes you have faith that he will go with the same lineup?
No, he's actually on our lineup section. I was actually going to say that he's definitely changing stuff. And here's the beautiful part about it, because I can see it happening already before it's even happened. He has a perfect built-in excuse of fixture congestion. That's literally all he's going to say, because we play today, then we're back on the 2nd, I believe. And yeah, I mean, there is fixture congestion, but at the same time, bro, we haven't been winning. So if these motherfuckers are ready to go, you better play those guys that have been playing, the only guys that have been playing well, because we need to start creeping up, rotating, trying to be nice and all that. We need to start creeping up the table.
Because, like, for me, yeah, he's got to pick the same team, blood.
Yeah, what do you think?
I don't even care. Like Abba's back. You get me? Partey's back in training. He's training alone.
Yeah, I saw that. That made me. That maybe they're saying January, right? That made me feel a little bit better about our midfield. Get a good partner right there.
He should be back in a few weeks. But for me, I'd go with the same team, bro. I wouldn't change it, bro. Like, it's a winning formula. We haven't won a game since the 1st of November. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We win our last game due to all the changes that were made.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they were enforced changes, if we're being real.
Mm-hmm.
Because if we're being real, I can't see him dropping Willian on a normal day. Because this pussy-o gets 90 minutes every game and he's doing fuck all, blood. He's had 1 shot on target in his old, in I think it was 12 games, 13 games. 1 shot on target, bro. I remember when everyone was twerking for this dickhead. Oh, after that game at Fulham. Oh, look at Willian
experience.
I said, bro, don't forget how Mkhitaryan played in his first game. Yeah, when Abba scored, Ramsey got a hat-trick. We beat Everton 5-1. And I think Mkhitaryan got 3 assists. After that, yeah, what the fuck did Mkhitaryan do?
Nothing.
I said to everyone, don't get gassed with this Willian guy, bro. It's his debut. He's probably going to show and then boom, gone. He has not been seen since, blood. I heard today I heard that David Luiz is training alone.
I heard both of them are training.
No.
Both are training alone, no?
No. Luiz is training alone and Willian wasn't seen at training.
Oh, wow. Okay. I thought it was them two isolated from.
No.
Okay.
Gabriel self-isolating. Partey's training by himself. Obviously, that's because he's training at a level.
He's injured. Yep.
Luiz is by himself, and Willian was nowhere to be seen.
Wait, what does that mean?
Pop champagne. Oh, we pop champagne. There'll be more balls, tell Mario. Give me 16 shots and you know I turn up.
Troopz is trying to pop champagne.
Are you mad? Brother, I will buy a fucking bottle of Ace of Spades, rude boy. I don't give a shit, dog.
Yeah, okay. So I mean, at least for tomorrow, if you weren't in training today, it's safe for me to assume that at least tomorrow we don't see you, right?
For me, like, you remember at Chelsea when they had the 3 rats? I think it was Willian, Costa, and Fabregas.
Yep.
or it was Hazard. I don't know. It was one of them, blood. I know Willian was involved, like, and for me, like, I never wanted him. Like, I never wanted him at the club, blood. I never accepted him. Yeah. That's why I can go so hard on him, blood. Because I never accepted this pussy hole in the first place, blood. I never fucking wanted him, blood. I knew what he was getting when we got this prick. Because that's what he is, blood.
Oh, yeah.
He's a prick.
Oh, yeah.
He's literally stealing money out of the club.
120. 3 years, bro. you got 3 more years of that shit.
2.5.
2.5. Yeah, actually, we're halfway through. But yeah, so I'm gonna go on the lineup. I'll go a little bit different to you. Yes, I'd like to see that whole team, but realistically, we're not because of fixture congestion. The perfect
because when you check the level, that team.
So there's one change. There's one change right here, right off the top by default. There's one change right there that you have to switch. You got to get Martinelli out of there.
Why? He ain't played for long. He came off. He was.
That's it right there. That's it right there. He hasn't played 2 games. 2 games in after being out for what? He's been out for 2 years. However long he's been out for like a year, almost a year.
Nah, he's 6 months. When did he out? Yeah, it's about 6 months.
Yeah, 6 months or whatever.
Yeah, he's young. He's fit. He's hungry. He's ready.
I would.
Nah, look.
We have another one on the second, Troopz. We have another one on the second.
Go on.
So actually, just to run through the lineup, I would have Leno in goal, perfect. He's all right. Rob Holding and Mari, I'll give him another go. They did pretty well. I do not want to see Mustafi. If they're gonna rotate any one of them 2 cats, I don't know how Chambers has been doing. I think Chambers should go ahead of Mustafi. Hector Bellerin played very well, but I don't know if I want to rotate him or do the thing that you mentioned and put Ainsley Maitland-Niles in central midfield and instead of swapping him with Hector. So I'd put but then again, I'm changing the whole team though. Dude, we played 2 days ago, man. So Cedric, I'd keep Tierney in. What'd you say? Yeah, Cedric I'll put in. I'll keep Tierney in. Ainsley in at central midfield with. I'll go Xhaka, I guess, because he's been off for 3 with the suspension, so he should be fine. Martinelli has to come out because of his injury. I'll give Pepe a run right there. Lacazette, I'll keep him in for confidence and Saka.
Well, I'd go Leno, Bellerin, Holding, Mari, Tierney, Elneny, Xhaka, Saka, Smith Rowe, Martinelli.
The same exact team.
Man, let me tell you something now, yeah. We are in a position, yeah, where fuck this run of games, fuck this, brother, we need points now, yeah. This team got us 3 points against Chelsea. This team can go to Brighton and get us 3 points, blood. If it's going wrong, you've got the likes of Ceballos on the bench. You've got Abba on the bench.
Fatigue, bro.
Now, but look at the fire you've got on the bench. If it's not going right and the man looks tired, you got fire. Imagine bringing off Martinelli and putting on Abba.
Yeah, but that usually happens. So how it usually happens is you don't see when it's not going right. You usually don't see the tired. He usually gets hurt before you actually can recognize the tired. That's a problem, bro. That's what I'm scared of. The injuries, man. For
me, like, you get me. We're in a serious predicament, blood. We're playing Brighton, yeah. Remember this, blood. We're playing Brighton, blood. Yeah. Brighton are 4 points behind us, blood. They're 1 place behind us. We win this, that's 7 on Brighton. Yeah. Now we got a gap. Now there's a gap between us and these dickhead teams, blood. Now we can start. All right, cool. Now let's start looking up. Now let's start climbing. This game is a must win, blood. For me, this team here is confident. This team here is young, hungry, energized. We need, for me, Arteta, when it comes to being a manager, you got to make difficult decisions, blood. For me, you've got to play the same team, bro.
Bro, I am just so worried. We already have the worst fucking physio, sports science, fitness department in the history of
The new guy.
bro. How many new guys? Our physio, our medical.
We just got the thing. We just got the guy from Brazil, the one that got Neymar fit for the World Cup. We got this.
Our medical. I need to see the track record. You can't convince me that nonsense. I mean, I need to see
Neymar was supposed to be out of the World Cup, blood. He got him fit and firing, and when he was doing the mad thing, this guy that we got now, he's proper still.
I'm skeptical with our medical team because our medical with these new hires. The thing is, you don't get to see him. They're not like players where you actually get to see him. But because of our we haven't had a good medical department since Gary Lerwin left for fucking England.
Yeah. Now, but you see this guy had a part to do with the Martinelli recovery as well.
It was, dude, I was looking at it. I forgot when it was, probably like a month or two ago when I was just randomly went back and just looked at it. Literally almost timed up our period where we started having injury problems and crisis. It literally almost timed up with that Lerwin departure to go to the national team when he left us. And he left I don't know if it's his brother or his cousin that was running it. Colin was right. Yeah, but crazy, bro.
Nah, but this guy we got, he had a big part to do with the Martinelli recovery as well.
Okay, so this guy, hopefully he's the truth. Fix our fucking fitness and our medical department.
The guy that they got, this brother here, he's on job still.
Because we had that before him. I don't know if he still is involved. I saw him in the pictures and stuff. We had that one American cat that was meant to come and fix it. The Shad Forsyth, the guy that was guy. We got him from the Giants, I believe. I think it was in the Giants or the Philly Eagles. I forgot. Yeah, I forgot what team he was from. The NFL. Yeah. He was meant to come in and fix everything, but he failed. So
that's what I'm saying, because they need to realize NFL injuries are different to football injuries.
Yeah, they're different. Yeah, it's a completely. That's the thing. It's you bring in an expert from a game that's completely different. This guy deals with helmet to helmet shit. They ain't no helmet to helmet in football.
That's what I'm saying. There's so many more like. These managers, I don't know, bro.
Score. What do you think?
If we pick that same team, I think we'll beat them.
Yeah, I think we should win.
If we play that team, because for me, there's certain men that have to start. Yeah, because I saw a difference in that team with those players in that team.
The Hayland posse.
Smith Rowe, Saka, Martinelli, I put him in there. He's not Haaland, but you are honorary member.
Honorary Haaland.
I put you in there. For me, them three have to start, because when I look at these experienced players, these older players,
they're not doing.
I don't really have no confidence in these players, bro. When I look at the youth, I'm like, yo, you man actually playing for man.
Yeah, you actually doing.
Man actually trying.
Yep.
You elder man just here sucking us out for fucking money.
Yeah.
You little fucking pussy holes going home and eating your food in your nice big fucking mansion, nice and warm with your wife and your kids. Now, fuck all of that, blood. You get me? I want workers, blood. You understand? And the youth, them are working. So, if we pick that team, two no.
Yep, I'm with you there. I don't think the Chelsea game didn't show me, after rewatching, they didn't show me anything I got to be worried about defensively too much. The one we conceded was a bit unfortunate. So I'll go with you 2-0 too. 2-0.
There you have it, people. Zara's gone 2-0. I've gone 2-0 to the Arsenal. You get me? Big up everyone that's tuned in again. You understand? I want to big up everyone that was tuned into the fan camp, everyone that tuned into the watch along, everyone that tuned into the you get me? Everything that we've done so far out here, the podcast as well. After the Man City game, you get me? You lot are still fucking with the man over Zoom. Man appreciates that. You get me? This is the last well, it's not the last. It's the last podcast episode of 2020. 2020 has been a fucked up year. You get me? It started off good, and then Corona came and just fucked up the whole thing.
Everything.
You understand? But I want to big up everyone that's followed man along this journey up until this point in 2020. I want to big up Robbie for getting man to this point where man is securing the bag now, brother. You get me? So big up the Don Robbie. Meaning going to be matching Bentleys in a year. You done know already.
There you go.
But like, yeah, me, you already know. Big up my brother Zah every fucking time.
Always, my brother. All love from here, man.
Come on, man. I'll see you soon. Big up my brother Jets. Hopefully he enjoys his New Year's with his missus in Miami. You get me?
Check out Toxic on YouTube.
Yeah.
Wayne Jetski, Toxic.
You understand? Hopefully he's found the plug out there, because I see he needed that plug. So if anyone's in Miami, and you get me.
Hit your boy.
I found it. I found it for sure. Don't worry.
Jets is good. There you go. But if you got any free bud, you understand? Make sure you hit up Jets in Miami. Go show him some love. You understand? But big up everyone every time. You understand? And like I say, people, stay safe and wash them fucking hands, blood.